Hello friends, today's session is on annual performance appraisal report. The most important aspect of any organization, any institute is the human resource. The human resource consists of faculty and staff. The performance of the individuals is most important part and they should contribute towards the growth of the organization. So we must have a mechanism to ascertain that people are doing at their best, but how do you evaluate it? For which there is a mechanism exists. That mechanism is nothing but annual performance appraisal through the annual performance appraisal reports. What we do is throughout the year, whatever you do, whatever the staff is performing, whatever the faculty member is contributing for the growth of the organization or for its day-to-day functioning are recorded. The people must mention exactly whatever they have done. This annual performance appraisal report is the green sheet for them to go ahead for their promotions and for their further upliftment in the organization, or this is also very important when they apply for some organizations outside. So whenever they apply some organizations outside, these informations are sought from the borrowed organization. And borrowing organization, they seek this information from the organization from their coming. So the important aspect of annual performance report is you have to mention very clearly whatever your contribution for this organization. For this annual confidential reports or annual performance reports, you have to submit online or you can submit offline. Make sure there is a timeline, whatever the timeline is governed, has been stipulated by the government of India, has been followed. The first timeline is that APR format should be available online by 31st March of the respective year. The first timeline. The second timeline is the concerned employee complete his self-appraisal. That self-appraisal must be completed by 15th April. By 31st, the appraisal sheet should be available. By 15th April, the concerned faculty member or staff member must have filled this one. The next step is the job to be done by his or her reporting and reviewing officer. Who is the reporting officer? The person whom he or she is reporting immediately. Reviewing officer, one level above that. So there is a channel through which the performance of an individual is evaluated by not by an individual but at least by two persons. So it ensures that the exact contribution done by the individual is evaluated properly and in a balanced manner. So the time frame for the reporting officer to review is 30th June. By 30th June, the reporting officer must have done his evaluation. The once a reporting officer has done his evaluation, that ACR report goes to the next level, that is to the reviewing officer. Now the reviewing officer should complete his entire formalities by 31st July. At the same time, it must be complete, the entire cycle should be completed not after, it should be completed before on or before 31st of August of the respective year. So I repeat once again the timeline. By 31st March, the ACR should be ready. The concerned staff or faculty member should complete his formalities by 15th of April. Reporting officer should done his reporting, his comments by 30th of June, and the reviewing officer should complete the entire formalities by July or August. August 31st should be the last date. Now you must have noticed in some cases it happened that neither the reporting officer or the reviewing officer has not done their job. But mind it, their service can be questioned. The people can ask institute or organization can issue them a warning why they have not done the reporting or they have not done the reviewing. So the assessment, the performance assessment is very important. It is for the assessment of the individuals. Whatever the performance they have, whatever the jobs they have done within the stipulated time frame, they are placed before the highest authority. The reviewing officer is done the reporting officer is doing the reporting job, and the reporting officer sends the file to the reviewing officer. Reviewing officer is completing his formalities, and then it is placed in the institute record permanently. And mind it, in all the cases, the remarks of the reporting officer, the remarks of the reviewing officer must be recorded, and it must be submitted, it must be forwarded to the concerned employee, so that he or she knows that where his faults and what are the areas where he requires some further improvement. So the cycle is very important, starts from the employee, it completes with the employee. By employee, I mean both faculty and staff. So he initiates the self-appraisal, and once the entire cycle is over, it comes back to him, this is your result. Earlier, there was a comment like only in case of poor, the ACR comments are to be communicated. But it is not like that. Even if your promotional, for your promotional aspect, very good or outstanding is a earmark. So in that case, anything below that earmark status should be communicated to the concerned employee. Supposing for your organization, for the promotion purpose, the very good status is very important, very good ranking is very important. In that case, make sure if the person has scored below very good, it has to be communicated. What are the ranks? The rank starts from outstanding, very good, average, and poor. In those days, average, good was considered quite okay, but poor obviously not. Poor, you have to justify why you are saying poor. But before issue any poor ranking to the concerned employee, make sure that you must have issued you must have prepared some document against the gentleman during the last calendar year. It might be because of his poor performance. It must be communicated to him by I wanted, these are the parameters which I said before you, these are the jobs to be done by you, but you have not done it. So accordingly, during that particular period of time, you must have communicated which are the areas where you are not doing as per the expectations. So those communications must have been given before you rank a person as a poor. Like that, if you rank someone as outstanding, you have to mention why you are ranking him outstanding, why not very good. Some parameters you have to mention, what type of exceedingly wonderful job he has done. So that must be recorded. So for an appraisal report, there is a timeline, there is a reporting officer, there is a reviewing officer, and there is a ranking 1, ranking 2, ranking 3, which I have already explained. Now let us talk about what are the parameters through which a faculty member is evaluated. The parameters through which a faculty member is evaluated, they are something like that. The most important parameter for a faculty member is basically his teaching load. How many courses he has taught during that particular calendar year. Next, which are the organizations he has applied for and from where he has obtained the research grants. Third, which are the organizations through which he has obtained the consultancy grants. Then, how many students he has supervised during his calendar year, how many has completed. Then, how many BTech, MTech or BSc, MSc courses projects he has supervised. Then, how many national and international conferences he has coordinated during last calendar year. How many national or international conferences he has attended is another parameter. Then, what are the additional administrative responsibilities he has taken? Then, what are the research papers he has submitted during his period? What are the conferences papers he has submitted or published? What are the special initiatives he has taken during his period of time? In how many cases he has submitted his patents? How many book writing jobs he has undertaken or completed? And what are the initiatives he has taken for his own enhancement of his personal skills? So these are the broad spectrum of the parameters are evaluated in your ACRs. So any staff member, any faculty member, but I've talked about the faculty members. For the staff members, the process is little different, but here their commitment, their communication skills, their analytical skills, their computer skills, their commitment towards the job, discipline, at what time they come to the office, or what time they leave, whether they work beyond the office hours. So those are the parameters are captured for the non-faculty staff members. So for any organization, annual appraisal report is very important. let me tell you the type of, for the non-faculty, the type of staff members are of 4 categories: Group D, Group C, Group B, and Group A. Normally, Group D and Group C, there is no self-appraisal. So what they do is basically their performance is evaluated directly by the reporting officer, and then it goes to the reviewing officer. But for B and A category staff members, there is a provision of self-appraisal. It is the job of the individual to write down his own appraisal, and then it goes to the reporting, then followed by his reviewing officer, and then goes for the recording. So, supposing a staff member fails to write his own self-appraisal, so in that case, it is the reporting officer should not wait beyond 30th of June. Before 30th of June, he has to submit his own comments as a reporting officer to the reviewing officer. In that case, he should not wait, because sufficient time has been given to the concerned person to give his own appraisal. So this is the way how the appraisal system works. And for any queries, any doubts, you can write in mail to us. We'll reply to it. Thank you very much.